feed. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Chip Paillex. He is the president and founder of America's Grow-A-Row. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Talk to us about this concept, because this is something that started literally as a grassroots organization that you and your daughter decided to start.
Right. 2002, we had a garden that had an abundant amount of produce and really didn't know what to do with it, and called divine inspiration. But we saw a little article in the paper saying if you ever have extra produce, bring it on down to the food pantry, and thus the program was born. So we brought produce down the first year, 120 pounds, and then of course, flash forward to today. Last year we donated 320,000 pounds with the help of 950 volunteers.
So how do you go from 125 pounds to more than 300,000 pounds of produce donated?
Well, very simply, we have a lot of volunteers to help support the program, and there's been a lot of excitement around the program. We've had church groups and really Bethlehem Presbyterian Church, which is a local church, really got behind the program. And it began to swell. Once people in the neighborhood found out about it in the community, well, then the doors opened and we've had corporations and scout groups and all sorts of individuals be part of the program.
So it's really a simple concept. If you grow more than you need, you can donate it. And now you're doing this on a large scale. You recently acquired some additional land. Talk to us about what the acquisition of 138 acres will mean.
Well, it certainly gives us the opportunity to expand and have a permanent presence in New Jersey. With 138 acres, clearly we can donate an enormous amount of food and take a huge dent out of hunger within the entire state. So with that comes certainly a lot of challenges, financial challenges in terms of setting up infrastructure on the property, and of course the funds to help supply the materials and the seeds and what have you. But once all that funding comes in, we're certainly going to have a great program to really continue to surge.
Now, as the program actually grows, what are some of the organizations that you work to support?
Right now we support Norwest Cap, which is a major food bank in the region, as well as smaller food pantries, such as the Flemington Area Food Pantry and all the local ones here within Hunter and Warren County. And we also branch out to Morristown, where we support the Community Soup Kitchen of Morristown, and many others that some of which I don't even know the names of, only because we have major food banks like Community Food Bank of New Jersey that actually does the pickups. They pick up the produce and then they ship it all across the state. So it goes from Patterson, Newark, Jersey City, down to Trenton, South Jersey, what have you. It goes everywhere.
Now, many of the food banks and pantries that come on this program talk about the critical need for nutritious foods, that it's difficult oftentimes to get donations that are both nutritious and fresh.
True. And the way the food banks and food pantries, generally speaking, are designed is it's not something where you want to, as a family, live on, and it's a nice way to bridge yourself in terms of that hiccup that you're in financially. But with that comes a lot of dry food, a lot of canned food, which is nutritious and certainly satisfies a need. But when you infuse in the produce, well, certainly that helps enhance the whole feeding element, and that's obviously quite important, especially when you consider diabetes and cancer. Clearly, produce, when you implement that into your diet, you reduce those risks.
Chip, we just have a minute left, and you mentioned that you already have hundreds of volunteers on board, but with these additional 138 acres, you need many more hands.
Absolutely. And we encourage all sorts of groups, as I said earlier, corporations, if they want to have a community service day or team building exercise, if you have scout groups out there that are interested in helping pick and know that whatever you're doing that day is actually going to help someone that night in terms of putting food on the table. If you have a group out there who's interested, we're certainly welcome. And of course, there's funding is always a challenge too. If anyone is looking to help support our program, we take whatever we can get.
All right, thank you so much, and good luck with continuing to grow the program. Thanks for
you.
being with us. We've been talking with Chip Paillex. I'm Jill Horner.